For quite some time we were wondering where we should head off this time. We spun the globe, went through the pages of the atlas, discussed routes and means of transport, climate zones and weather conditions, and debated. There are so many places on our planet Earth where we've never been, where Kazakhs also live, the potential heroes of our programs. But finally the choice was made. This time we're off to an incredible place which is located practically in the heart of Eurasia. This is no longer the Ural, but not yet Siberia. It is located in a region which got an accurate and beautiful name, Trans-Urals. There are differing views that these are the gates to Siberia, since further up northeast, Siberia in all its splendor begins. It is scorching hot in the summer and bitterly cold in the winter. The winter is real here, Siberian. The city, just as the entire surrounding territory, is immersed into dense woods, which then turn into limitless fields. Therefore, our destination, Kurgan, or more precisely one of the residents of that city, Aset Biisov. I'm really glad that you came to visit us in the Trans-Urals on particularly this day, because today we have a great celebration that will take place in the Almeneevsky district. A celebration of the national cultures of the Trans-Urals dedicated to the Day of Russia. Let's go! Aset Biisov is a great organizer. He was one of the founders of the Day of National Cultures of Kurgan. Later on, other national autonomous associations began organizing their own celebrations, and like small streams all flowing in one direction, they've become a full-flowing river, rich in its diversity. This process has reached such heights that it does not require any efforts to make this a beautiful and warm celebration for everyone, whilst giving an opportunity to all to express themselves and show the beauty of their national culture. I have to note that some of the most active and some of the first to commence and participate in these celebrations were the Kazakhs of the Kurgan region. They were led by the head of the National Cultural Autonomy of Kazakhs, Aset Biisov. Today the Kazakh community is also represented at these festivities. A very bright yurt has been set up. I think that many guests have come, and they've already visited the yurt as well as official guests. This is a very high-cultured, educated, business and community-oriented person of great initiative. It is always very pleasant and easy for us, and most importantly productive, to communicate with such a representative like him, a leader of a national autonomous association, a person who has accumulated a lot of ideas. At the festivities we were pleasantly surprised. Our very own flag of Kazakhstan was fluttering above one of the yurts. It was our compatriots from Kostanay who brought with them an incredibly diverse program. The geographic proximity of Kurgan and Kostanay, as well as a long-standing friendship, allows to maintain multifaceted and very rich cultural ties. We've reached an international level because, as you can see today, we have officially invited guests from the Kostanay region, from Tatarstan and Bashkortostan. They come with their concerts and cultural programs.
Мы хотели поддержать наших земляков, диаспору казахов Курганской области.
We wanted to support our compatriots, the diaspora of Kazakhs living in the Kurgan region. We came here with a long list of activities planned, a concert, set up a yurt according to all Kazakh traditions, in order to show once again the uniqueness of Kazakh people, to show our culture, our friendship, our unity. The wonderful festival is over. We met a lot of remarkable people who helped us to uncover one of the aspects of the life of our hero, as a community worker and protector of the culture of his ancestors. We are grateful for the hospitality and to all the participants and guests of the festivities, which have left unforgettable impressions. Overall, there are no reasons to consider that Aset Biisov lives abroad. From long ago, Kazakhs have lived on the territory of the Kurgan region. This is a historical fact. At that time, there weren't defined borders, and people settled wherever they wanted. Moreover, many of the geographic names have Kazakh roots. And representatives of other ethnicities consider Kazakhs as the native inhabitants of this territory. The history of the family of our hero attests to this.
Ну так исторически сложилось, что Казахстан и Россия всегда вместе, и подтверждение этому.
Historically, it turned out so that Kazakhstan and Russia are always together, and the geographic location of our borders are evidence to this. As we know, the distance of the common Kazakhstan-Russia border is more than 7,000 kilometers, and along that border there are many regions where there is a dense population of Kazakhs.
Ну вот и мы здесь живем в Курганской области. Проживаем комфортно. Значит, нам
And we also live in the Kurgan region, quite comfortably, I must say. We have nothing to divide. We're not a foreign diaspora, but the native inhabitants of this territory in Russia. Our ancestors were born and raised here. My generation is the fourth generation here in the Kurgan region, which is why for me this is my homeland.
области, поэтому для меня это родина.
Our hero moved to Kurgan only half a year ago because of work. Of course, immediately the question arose about the housing location, and it is very symbolic that they found a place for this on the bank of the Tobol River, the waters of which flow from Kazakhstan. It is this river which reminds them of Kazakhstan, where there are so many things that are close and dear to them: relatives, a daughter, and a grandson.
We
think that a part of Kazakhstan is in this river, and we get energized by it. The water is cleansing on its own, and the view is very beautiful here.
В общем, Тобол связывает нас с исторической родиной.
Overall, the river Tobol connects us with the historical homeland of Kazakhstan, because it flows past the shores of the Kostanay region and the Kurgan region.
И вот есть та нить, которая сегодня соединяет.
And it is this thread that connects these two regions, two countries, this very water. Quite interesting the way our life turned out. We've lived together for 34 years. This is already our 35th.
Интересно познакомиться.
The way we met is interesting, not like everyone. No, back in those days, that's how it was. I think it wasn't just us, but many others. In short, we did everything by the laws of our ancestors. The history of Aset Biisov's family began long before he started thinking seriously about it. The parents of our hero and the parents of his future wife had not yet met, and what's more, they lived in completely different cities. But a common friend introduced the families to each other. Gradually, they've established a friendship and kept constant contact. That's when it was understood that the course of events is moving towards the next stage. As they say, we have the goods, you have a buyer. Aset had just come back from the army. Without putting things off, the father takes the son to meet a young woman, and potentially a bride. However, the first meeting, according to tradition, is with the parents. Having talked to the young man, the bride's parents were very satisfied. And Aset, not having gotten a chance to see the young woman that day, for an entire week was tormented by thoughts on the results of the meeting. Everything was made clear when the father handed him the car keys, along with parting words.
Через неделю дает мне ключи от машины и говорит: езжай в Петропавловск.
A week later, I'm given keys to a car and told, go to Petropavl to meet her. On the weekend, I went there. I arrived, their family lived in a house. I entered, nervous, of course. I was only 22 years old.
Значит, захожу, и как бы, ну, что понятно, волнение, 22 года, я пык-мык, мать выходит, заходи.
The mother comes out and says, "Come in." My mother-in-law was something. Immediately said, "Come in," as if we'd already known each other so well. Of course, we all sat down for tea, and then their daughter entered.
Здесь дочь как бы появилась.
As a result, she became my wife. For half a year, he kept on coming.
Сыграли свадьбу, вот живем 34 года. Вот. Да, дочь у нас старшая родилась.
We got married and have been living together for 34 years. Our eldest daughter was born in 1982, Madina. In 1986, our son was born. Our daughter got married and now lives in Kazakhstan. She got married in 2012. We organized the wedding. She married an officer. Tell about the grandson as well.
В 2013 у нас внук родился.
In 2013, our grandson was born. Every weekend, we only think about going to see him in Kazakhstan. It is our homeland. I myself was born in Petropavl.
Я сама с Петропавловска. Сейчас дочь с зятем.
Today, our daughter and son-in-law live there as well, which is why almost all our weekends we spend in Kazakhstan.
Праздники закончились, будни начались, вот едем на работу, значит, работа у нас на...
The festivities have ended, the working week has begun, and we're on our way to work. We have to go to the periphery town of Kurgan. You will be witness to the unique place where the sanatorium Lesniki is located. Aset's new workplace is a wonderful sanatorium, which is located in one of the most beautiful places, where one can rest from the daily hustle and cure whatever maladies has afflicted them. This place is popular among kids as well as adults, and people from all over the country try to come here.
Ну вот и здесь я работаю, значит, Агуб курорты Зауралья, значит...
Well, this is where I work, resorts of the Trans-Urals. On December 1st, I was appointed by the decree of the governor of the Kurgan region, Alexei Kokorin, as the acting director general of resorts of Trans-Urals.
Исполнять обязанности генерального директора Агуб курорты Зауралья. В Агуб курорты Зауралья входит 3.
We have 3 sanatoriums here, and we're in one of them today, Lesniki. Here is a pinery and a Medvezhye lake.
Новая роща и озеро Медвежье. У нас
At the moment, there are 12 children here from the Patriots of Yamal camp.
патриоты Ямала. Aset Biisov is a very busy man. Endless energy keeps him moving non-stop. Work, community engagement, friends, family. Constant activities, not a minute of rest neither for him nor for those around.
С Асетом Шакановичем мы очень-очень давние друзья.
Aset and I have been friends for a long time. We grew up in the same village. Our life paths separated a bit in the 1990s, but now we're not just friends, but also partners. It is a pleasure to work with this person, a professional, a person who knows what he's doing.
Его как руководителя заботит не только дела в своем предприятии.
He, as a director, has responsibilities not only at his enterprise, but he's also interested in the suppliers, and is therefore a frequent visitor at our enterprise. He takes a look at how the products are made, because it is important to know everything from the beginning to end. In Aset's very busy schedule, there will always be a spare minute to meet with an old friend to discuss joint plans over a cup of tea and resolve other pressing issues.
Я знаком с его семьей.
I know his family, a very interesting family, very kind, good relations. One can always feel this, as it is all interrelated: work, life, family. Work dynamic depends on the dynamics in the family. If a person is energetic at home, then they will be energetic at work as well. The rules and traditions that he has in the family are the same at work. I saw this and really like it about him, because I feel like this person is close to me. Despite the fact that our hero and his wife moved to Kurgan only recently, they already have their favorite places where they like to go for walks in their free time. The city is not big, quite compact, everything is close. The city center with its pedestrian sidewalks, the main square, a park and a riverbank.
Сейчас мы находимся на площади, центр города Кургана.
Right now we're on the square in the center of the Kurgan city, in the capital of the Trans-Urals, where we have different meetings and events related to our anniversary. (1679) is considered as the official year of the establishment of the city of Kurgan. However, writings mention 1553. According to the legend, the city was established by a farmer, Timofey Nevezhin, who built his wooden house on the bank of the Tobol River, next to the ancient kurgans, or burial mounds. Its first name, Tsarevo-Gorodische, the town received from the Tsaru of Kurgan. It was established that this kurgan dates back to 3rd, 4th centuries AD. During the history of the city, it was plundered by nomads and burned to ashes, but was always revived anew. The city of Kurgan is well positioned in the center of the region on the bank of the Tobol River. This advantageous geographic location of the city had a positive impact on its development, as Kurgan ensures communication and connection between the European and Asian parts of the country. The city's appearance has constantly been changing, and now we can say that Kurgan is a modern city with a unique look. It is green and clean. The city is populated by beautiful and kind people. In the end, I would like to mention that by the decree of the President of Russia, Aset Biisov was awarded the second-class Medal of Order for merit for the motherland. We congratulate him and are happy and proud of his recognition and success. Aset Biisov is a citizen of Russia. However, he has not forgotten his roots nor the heritage of his ancestors. Thank you very much. This is a hello from Kazakhstan. Horses, look, your favorite.
Смотри, твои любимые.
Да. Я бы тоже, в свою очередь, хотел поблагодарить.
In turn, I would also like to thank the people of Kazakhstan for the opportunity that we have today.
Значит, показать наш быт, нашу жизнь.
To show how we live beyond the boundaries of our homeland, particularly us, the Kazakhs of the Kurgan region.
Нас, казахов, Курганской области.
As much as it is sad for us to leave our hero, his family, friends, the national diasporas, and the city itself, ahead are new roads and meetings with new people, Kazakhs living abroad. And now we're going to move up the Tobol River towards our homeland, the beloved Kazakhstan.